This is Morten from INKISH TV. We are here at day 3 at Innovation Days in the middle of Canon's booth, and it is crowded. So therefore we maybe talk a little bit louder, but now I am with Marc from Canon. And you know, Marc, I can't help think about when we look at the show, everybody is exhibiting these fantastic, wonderful, large inkjet machines. But as we spoke about before, this is actually the bread and butter machine, right?
Yeah, that's a bread and butter machine. That's a perfect fit for the Switzerland market, as it is really flexible and innovative, and we have a lot of things what we can produce. But I think we're going to deep dive later on a little bit. But for us, it's really an important machine.
And I can't help think about that in the many past years when I remember the first color digital printer that Canon did. I mean, there's so many things that's happened. When we look at a machine like this, is that like a typical machine that would have been replacing let's say the old docu-colors from the past? Is that the type of market, or?
Yeah, it is, but it is also a transfer in the market. If we look shift of offset to digital, that's something which we have to address. I think there's a huge market possibility for us, and that's something which we really can introduce there. And also, in Hunkeler, it's about automation. We also have to talk about automation and processes. How do we integrate such a system in an environment where we really can leverage the effect, because it's touchless printing at the end, which we have to introduce. Also with finishing, we have to look that we bring it through without a lot of manpower, that we really bring the most out of it. It's not about selling machine. It's a whole process and workflow.
And I think that is one of the things that Canon has been focusing on in the past years, is basically that, of course you want to sell technology, of course you want to sell workflow, but it's basically also about building relationships with your customers to make them profitable, right?
Yeah, that's our key target. Yeah. We have to help the customer to make them profitable. We have fantastic technology. We have a huge development with the 7, 8, 900, now with the 1000, and then with the 1350. It's a fantastic lineup. But we have to help customer developing. There are a lot of applications, and we have to introduce applications that they are going into the right direction, that they can differentiate as well, as we do.
If you look at a machine like this, again, from the previous iterations of the image press, where do this machine differentiate itself mostly?
Yeah, it's a flexibility, and our machines have been stable, color-wise. They have now been further developed, and I think we are really benchmark in this. We're benchmark in this because the color consistency, the flexibility, and also with the registration, we have done a huge development. So we can look at it in detail later on, but it's a really good development and really fulfills customer needs.
One of the things that people talk about when we talk about the inkjet devices is always the media diversity. I mean, what can this run practically everything, or?
Yeah, it can run practically everything. And what we are really different than the others on the market are the structured medias. We are really best in class because we can print on almost everything. It's magnetics, if it's structured media, different media types, it's really a lot variety of products which we can produce on.
And it's funny you mentioned that, because I remember when I was working in a printing company many years ago, the OC machines were the first that could actually print on structured media. So you have taken some of the advantages from back then, right?
Yeah, we have taken, it's not the same total as everything, it's a huge development. Yeah. But it's really, we can, with our toner technology, with our fixation, we can really not put the toner on the paper. We go into the depth of it, we can melt it into it, and then it looks smoother. You have the paper, which you feel, and still the same thing. You're not covering the paper with toner, it goes into it, and that's a really differentiator.
You said a few times that we should talk a little bit more about technology, but let's get into that, because I mean, of course it's a toner-based machine, but it's a very high definition laser you have on it, right? Is it 2400 or?
Yeah, 2400.
Yeah. So if you let's tell me a little bit about the technology.
Yeah, let's step over and look what I can show you. Probably also on the screen. Yeah, it's a little bit crowded. It's good that it is crowded, but for us it's a little bit difficult. But If you see on the screen, that's now the 1350. It's really.
So that is a bigger brother to it, or?
Yeah, that's the bigger brother, and we really see here we have a huge possibility with the lasers. We have really the Vexel laser, which is double developing the dot, so consistently there you have a better quality. And then we have the multi-dot, which is controlling the color.
And that compares it up against the PDF, or?
Yeah, it compares it up against the reference. So you keep a really, really consistent color quality. And it's FOGRA 8 certificate, difficult word, certified. And we really can prove it. With our sync controller, we can prove it. After each job, you can make the proof that it was in the region where it should be, and that's proven quality.
And how fast is a machine like this?
Yeah, this machine is now printing on 100 pages per minute, A4, and that's for the Swiss market perfect, because the volumes in Switzerland are a little bit lower, but we also have a 70, 80, and 90 pages machine and the 135, which is launched.
So the 700, 800, 900,000 and 1350, if you take off the last zero, that is how many pages it prints.
Pardon?
If you remove the last zero in the names, you know exactly how fast it is.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's easy for us in sales.
Yeah.
We remember it.
Yeah. And you also have, like, it can print banners and it can print the different, very thick paper as well, right?
Yeah. I probably take one banner for a second and I show you what is possible. Sorry. If we now look here, that's the maximum size. It's 1.30 meters automated duplex. That's
so
really
you can do duplex in this size?
Duplex in this size. We are the only ones on the market which have 1.30 meters in duplex. And with a phenomenal
and as you
quality.
said, stunning quality, right?
Stunning quality.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know if you see it on the
this is structured paper,
on the video. We really can print structured media into the deeper. I don't know how it's called in English.
I don't know that either. So
we can change how we suck the toner into the paper, secondary transfer streams, and out of this we have this amazing quality.
And you also found a very nice image, right?
Yeah, of course. It's a good.
Yeah.
It's a really nice one.
Yeah, it's all about convincing people, right?
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, this is great because I mean you can also use it for dust covers on books, right? So it has a lot of advantages to it. So you said that you have already sold machines here at the Hunkeler Innovation Day. That must be quite satisfying, right?
Yeah, it was really a great few days here now.
Yeah.
We sold 3 machines this week.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope for the next ones as well.
We still have 2 days or 1.5 days, right? So
exactly.
And the first 3. Okay, so you will go home with at least 6 orders. That's what you say, right?
Yeah, 6. It's a little bit too much, but I think 4. It's the minimum.
Okay. And the people that are buying, is it traditional printing companies mixed with offset and digital, or what type of customers?
Yeah, there are in-house printing companies as well as printing companies, because it's the variety, the flexibility, and also in the process with the sync controller. If you look at the in-house printing company and they have a sync controller with prepare, they can prepare a lot of applications, automate, and we are again in the workflow, automate and get cost efficient.
It seems that you like this machine better than the other machines.
Oh, it's a good combination.
It's a good
If
combination.
you have an inkjet machine, you always have to have one of those for the flexibility.
So are you saying that each of the new customers with this one also bought one of these?
I would put it the other way around. If someone buys one of those, he has to get one of this for envelopes, for structured media, for banners.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was fun.